Well, here we're looking at GLD. We are seeing a continuation here as a nice gap up. See the pullback here and then see the next gasp higher. But we know this 26.5 has a prior swing high there. We saw the, just a little bit higher at 17.5. But really, we see this makes sense that we're seeing the resistance right here at the 26.5. This was a target we talked about that we said needed to see a breakthrough there. We were very, very close. I mean, it's had a very nice move. I think gold is certainly improving a lot more than in the past year, and that we were really needing to kind of see this kind of come back. We saw the nice gap up, and it needs to still maintain this 125 level, but it really needs to continue this drive higher, and I think it could. I mean, it's starting to kind of improve in a great deal. Let's look at the daily and see how it's doing. You can see what I mean here. We're seeing the change in the momentum and the MACD. It's holding the 125 basically range, which we talked about being so important on the daily. And then on the downtrend, kind of like broke through that downtrend line here, breaking back up. So this could really surge back up to the 131 range and maybe even higher if it can kind of generate. The one concern that you've got to keep in mind is a lot of times we get into these type of triangle formations, and this is really what we're at in a longer term type of triangle, and they can get very difficult to kind of predict the overall move on it. It gets a little dangerous because you could be really right and wrong at the same time. You could have a move into this 128, and although you could be very bullish down the road and it can kind of work itself out, you could get chopped up in the middle of, I guess, what I'm getting at. So it's still not clearly broken out of that target range, and it's going to need to do that, but it's looking much better than it had over the last week.